Hey everyone, welcome back. I'm Shannon, and in this fun video, I'm creating some easy beginner-friendly icy blue winter nails. So I've been doing press-on nails for just over a year, and about a year ago when I was a beginner, I was using a lot of stickers because nail art was new and hard, so I wanted to create a set that was truly easy and something that any beginner could genuinely do. There are a lot of tutorials out there that claim to be beginner-friendly, and I'm just over a year into doing nail art, and I find some of these beginner-friendly very, very, very challenging. So I wanted to do something that was truly easy and simple, but looks like professional art. So for most of my bases in this set, I used this pale blue that borders on a robin's egg blue, but when used with this clear cat eye, which I say clear because it's called clear on the top, but as you can see, it looks a little bit more silvery. With this on top, it really gives off an icy blue effect that I think looks so nice for January. I used a magnet to create that velvety look that actually looks icy in this nail art. And to be honest, I probably could have played around with the magnet forever. It's one of those things where you could just play with it forever to try to get the most perfect look. But at some point you kind of have to say good is good enough. And I even edited it out a fair amount of my playing around with the magnet. So yeah, don't spend too much time playing with a magnet. So here I'm just prepping my white polish because what I'm going to do is a snowflake on top of the cat eye look, so that it looks like a really frosted winter nail. But first what I'm going to do is I'm going to put a matte top coat on top of the nail, and this is because what I've found over the past year is that doing nail art on top of a matte surface is way easier than doing it on top of a glossy surface. So I don't show it, I think, throughout the entire video, but I'm always doing a matte surface before I do the nail art. So last year I found doing snowflakes just really intimidating, and to be honest, I just didn't practice them enough, and I don't think I had a really simple technique for doing it, but this is my really simple technique for doing snowflakes, and that is just the dot technique. So you do 3 vertical dots and then 2 horizontal dots on either side, and then 4 dots just filling in the blanks, and then you're just going to draw little straight lines through the dots. And the key is just to have a light and gentle hand. If you go really gently, and again, this is sped up, so if you go really slowly and gently, you will create a really beautiful snowflake look. Then of course, when the nail is finished, you use a top coat to bring out that cat eye icy effect. I really like how this nail turned out. I just really love the color. And for this next nail, I did a bit of an aura effect. So I used, using a tiny sponge, I used white and blue to create an aura effect. And I just used my white and the sponge to get my desired opacity, and then did the same with the blue over top. I got these gel paints from Temu, and to be honest, I absolutely love them. That being said, I'm not actually recommending any of the products in this video because I'll be honest, they're all cheap products and I don't know the ingredients and I don't know the formulations of the products, so I can't speak to the safety of them. However, they are what I am using and it's what I can afford right now. So, and again, I'm just doing press-ons and I'm just doing them for myself. I'm not doing press-ons for other people. I'm not doing other people's nails. I'm not even putting them directly on my own nail. So for me, they're fine to use, but I just want to share what I'm using, but also being I'm not officially recommending anything. So once I got the desired aura effect, then I went and added some more of the clear cat eye because again, I want to create that icy effect on every single nail, even if the base is a little different. So I think this turned out really good with the aura effect behind and then the clear cat eye on top. I think it really created a really cool icy effect. And then again, I mat the surface before I start doing the nail art for this nail. So after matting the surface, I used a long liner brush to create long parallel lines. It's a super simple look, but it also looks really, really good and looks really, really good on top of this base. Plus, lines are super simple to do, but they look really classy. So that's another reason why I chose to do this for a beginner-friendly look. So when doing long lines, what you really want to do is anchor yourself in. So as you can see, I'm using my pinky to anchor myself to the hand that is holding the nail. And that just gives me some stability. Actually gives me quite a bit of stability. So you'll see it every single time. I anchor my pinky and this allows me to create really neat straight lines. I really like this nail. I think it's really beginner friendly, but tell me what you think in the comments. Do you like it? Do you think it's as beginner friendly as I do? For the middle nail, I did the same base of blue and cat eye as I did the index finger, but I did a different design. So the design that I'm going to do for this nail is the simplest bow ever, but it looks really cute. And if you're like me, maybe you're used to using bow stickers. Like I used so many bow stickers when I was just getting started, but once I learned how to do a really simple yet beautiful bow, it was all I did. I start by using some white gel paint and doing an X on the nail and then connecting the sides. Like when I say this is the simplest way to do a bow ever, like I'm not joking at all. This is the simplest way to do a bow that really does just look really sweet. And remember that getting a clean, crisp bow is just about taking your time. Like this video is sped up a bit, so just take your time and work on your lines and you will get a really nice bow. And then to complete the bow, I honestly just did 2 simple curved strokes, and this is what makes the bow look like a bow and not an infinity symbol. Again, I think this is just the most beginner-friendly bow ever, and it looks so good on the icy blue. So the ring finger is a really fun accent nail. I did the same base as the index and middle fingers, but then did a really easy icicle design. So as you can see, I basically just did a very slight squiggle and then connected the lines at the top to kind of look like snow. And then of course I finished the nail off with a cute little snowflake. So you want to basically just connect the lines just a little bit at the top. See, I just did a little curve there. And this just makes it look more like snow and not just like drips coming down from the top. At least I think so. So if you're enjoying this video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up. And if you're really enjoying this video, please consider subscribing. We do fun nail art here. I honestly think this is my favorite nail. What do you think? So for the pinky nail, I wanted it to be white, but not like in your face white, but also not milky white. So I applied it with a sponge to get the opacity that I wanted. And then I did the clear cat eye coat over top. Now, this is why I ended up having to redo this nail. I definitely chose the wrong blue. I first chose the blue from the index finger, but it just didn't work on this nail. And I thought it would look good, but it stood out and not in a good way. So I'm gonna speed up this part because I redo it in a moment. So yeah, this is me realizing that it doesn't look cohesive and that I have to do it again. So I started this nail from the very beginning, which was so annoying because I'd already cleaned up quite a bit. So this time I used the pale blue that I was using as a base and it fit much better and ended up looking way more cohesive with the whole set. So again, if you haven't already, please like this video and hit subscribe to see more nail art videos. And also let me know if you like this set in the comments. Do you think it was beginner friendly? Are you going to give it a try? Let me know. Thank you, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye!